so bonkers. Do you realize that with everything else going on right now, we are heading for at least a partial government shutdown on Friday? The budget that was supposed to have been passed last year for this full fiscal year has still not been passed. We are months and months into this process, and Republicans are so dysfunctional that we are here again. So let me catch you up very quickly to how we got here, and then I'm going to tell you where we are. This all started in May of last year when Biden and McCarthy agreed on those spending levels, to remember, to stop the debt ceiling collapse. So we had those spending levels already worked out. Should have been a no-brainer to just get the budget done. The budget ran out on September 30th, but Republicans freaked out about the agreement that had been made, and so Kevin McCarthy panicked and just passed a continuing resolution with the agreed upon levels, but just like, we'll just do this for a few weeks and then we'll figure something else out, that kind of thing. 10 days later, he was ousted. Then on October 25th, Mike Johnson was made the new speaker, and a couple weeks after that, he passed, remember, the laddered continuing resolution that sort of bumped everything forward in a staggered way. Now then, in January, on January 8th, Mike Johnson and Joe Biden once again agreed to the spending levels that Kevin McCarthy had agreed on, but then Mike Johnson added in some cuts to the IRS, which, by the way, brings in somewhere between $12 and $20 for every dollar that they spend. Stupidest cuts ever. And some unspent coronavirus funds. He clawed those back too. Freedom Caucus was furious about this, and they said that they were going to oppose it, but by hook or by crook, Johnson got another continuing resolution through. This is on January 18th, and that continuing resolution pushed the budget forward again to March 1st and also March 8th, because Mike Johnson likes the laddered approach. And then with everything going on last month, everything going on, all of the craziness, Republicans took 2 weeks off. They sent everybody home for vacation, and that's where they've been. They're only coming back right now, and they have 3 days to pass 4 huge appropriations bills and then another week to pass another 8. Now, if they decide to pass a continuing resolution and we get to April 30th for some reason, at that point, there are cuts programmed in, which goes back to the agreement that McCarthy and Biden made last year, that are draconian. They thought it would never come to this, but these cuts would be massive for both military and domestic spending. And we might actually get there because Republicans can't figure this out. But let's just talk about our immediate peril. So the programs that are going to run out on Friday, if they don't get something done, are agriculture FDA, energy, water, military construction /VA, and transportation /HUD. Republicans are saying that they won't pass anything without crazy cuts to these programs. They are looking for big cuts to SNAP. They don't want to give any more money to WIC, which is already underfunded. That is a nutritional program for infants and children and breastfeeding mothers. They also want to include a ban on mailing medication abortion. And they're saying that they will allow the government to shut down if they don't get these and other poison pill amendments. Democrats are saying hell no on any of that. So here's where we stand. We will either get a partial shutdown of those 4 sections on Friday, in which case apparently we're looking at travel delays, we're looking at rent spikes, and we're looking at higher food prices. Or Republicans are meeting with President Biden tomorrow. Maybe they'll make a deal, but the Freedom Caucus could very well force Johnson out of his seat if they don't like the deal he makes. We could get another short-term continuing resolution, even though, once again, Freedom Caucus members have said that they would oust Mike Johnson if he did that again. Or, and this is what the Freedom Caucus people are pushing for, a full year continuing resolution, which I don't even understand how that works. But one thing that we do know is that if that happens, it will set off those draconian cuts I talked about before, and we will see massive cuts to military funding and also to domestic programs that we all care about very, very much. This is where we stand right now, and we stand here for one reason only, because Republicans can't govern. All they want is chaos. They hate the government, and they, frankly, hate you and me. And it's really bad, and we really need to vote them out.